Facebook Live videos don't have any sound. That's like the third or fourth time it's happened, but I'll just do it here.
Post it, and it'll take an hour. But so
I went to the oncologist, and
it was, I asked him,
do I have to have surgery? Don't they have some kind of special pill or something that I could take instead? And he was like, no. And
confirm
confirmed
the
the fact
fact
that
that
they
they've
really can't do the staging until they've
done the biopsy
on the lymph nodes and the part of my colon.
colon that they're going to remove. He did, and he goes on and on about how
Cancer's, microscopic and it likes to hide, and so they're going to look for it everywhere. He did tell me that my uh, CAT scan didn't show any masses in my abdomen, but he says that doesn't mean anything. Which
I don't know if that's.
the best thing to tell somebody, but whatever, it is what it is.
He then
Proceeded to do a
proceeded
shitload
more blood tests, and I got those back
yesterday, and my
yesterday. And niprites, whatever. Two aspects of my white.
white blood cell, which I already knew my white blood cell was elevated, are super, super high. And I looked up those things, and it wasn't, I did not like what I read. And, but then again, I do have cancer, so I don't know if those are supposed to be elevated for that, or if that is an indication that something else is wrong. And I
Did call him up, and I'm
waiting for the nurse to call me back, but it's quite potentially
that those are normal.
if you have cancer. It's quite potential. It could be the microscopic, hiding that it's doing in other parts of my body that he alluded to.
Which I hope is not
The case. I hope it's localized to this.
a piece of my colon that they're taking out, and that'll be it. Um, the cancer clinic. I never been to a doctor's office like
This. First of all, it was crowded from the parking lot to the
waiting room. Um,
Everybody's super, super nice, but the waiting room's packed, and it's not like a bullshit waiting room with three or four chairs. This is a
Big waiting room, like if you go to one of those PPOs or something, where or the VA or something. It's a huge room. Everybody's it's full of people, all walks of life.
and it's
Everybody's got their same.
stories same as me, and
It really hits you home when you see that. And then when I was getting my blood drawn, and I'm so sick of getting my blood drawn. I must have had 70 vials of blood taken
for me in the last couple of
24 days or whatever it is. But and then I
see this other big giant room. It's filled with
reclining chairs,
and IV things and
TVs,
TVs.
and there's tons of people in there wearing knit hats because I guess
Chemo and radiation makes you cold. You lose your hair. It has been cold.
and they're all getting
Their chemo.
and it's you want everybody to be anybody to suffer or anything like this, and but for me it was really a lot of concentration.
Of sadness in one place.
I don't know how to describe it, and I don't want to sound like some kind of hippie or anything like that, but everybody in there is going through different struggles, and it's palatable. It's really can sense it while you're there. um, I can't remember if I told you that. um, Geez, I hope I didn't. I'm repeating myself, and if I do, I'm sorry. But some of my blood work was off, particularly leukonites and nephilites, and those are types of white blood cells, and they can indicate that you have cancer, which we already know we do, but they can also be indicators of a lot of bunch of other stuff. Um, so I've
got, and
I always pride myself.
myself on being able to deal with things.
I've dealt with my father's.
Long bout with cancer, and
Um, I've had a lot of things
things happened to me over the course of my life.
life. I've had a couple other tumors removed that in my spine. That's why
I have a handicap plate. I fall down from that. I was in a wheelchair for a long time.
so I've been through.
Other things, but
It's it's kind of different this time. Like even with Pam when she went in the hospital,
They're like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. Bang, she's home a week later, and we start trying to.
make those lifestyle adjustments. And this is kind of different because there's this whole, it's 24 days now till I do this surgery, and there's still, you know, you can't even look at this surgery as an end to a means. Although a lot of people have been
Very support, say, don't worry, peas. It's
this, it's that, you'll be fine, and I appreciate
that. Don't get me wrong, but um, there's this whole process after this surgery.
that is going to be like good news or bad news.
So it's just not conclusive for another couple of.
I don't know, 40 days, and I've found the hardest
Thing about this whole process is the
time. And
some good friends in my Jeep club
who are cancer survivors, and they said you can't do this time thing. It'll drive you nuts, and I'm trying to take that to heart. Uh, the doctor irritated me
a little bit because when I told him I suffered from depression and anxiety, stuff's going on about taking fucking pills. And this is almost like talking to a Scientologist, and
I don't want to get pissed
at him, but and I haven't had a depressive episode in like 12
years, but when I have them,
they're pretty bad, and I took medicine. Actually, took psychedelics to get me out of my
last one, but
I think that
I don't know. I think for
an oncologist to kind of dismiss a big aspect of mental health, and I think that he may have some points that a lot of people take a lot of medicines. Maybe they wouldn't need them, but
it's like the first
thing I did is
I asked my doctor to
increase my Ativan. And I don't take my Ativan a lot. I might take Ativan
3 or 4 times a year to try and to prevent a panic attack.
When I sense them coming on, but
I get kind of pissed when people say,
you don't need that. And this guy's whole thing was, you need to go outside, get sunshine, be in the wilderness. And I didn't even have the energy to tell him, dude, I go out jeeping, we camp every free moment we have, and we do, we're not in an RV, we're in a glorified tent in the elements. I'm getting my outside time, but it is what it is.
I'm still waiting for the results from my brain and brainstem MRI, and I get those next week. I have some kind of advanced
life planning, which is
basically doing a living will and some other stuff that probably won't need.
But at my age, I probably should have anyway. And that's really what's going on.
I mean, I feel bad
because I just haven't had. I don't know. I have this project that I'm doing for Stang that I was so proud of, and
it's all done except for
me adding my pieces to it.
And I just haven't been able to manifest
that. And
I'm hoping to do that today when I get done doing my work and stuff. The last I was told,
I'm going to be able to work from home until my surgery to avoid
any kind of secondary infection or getting the flu or something like that before I have the surgery, which would prevent it. And my body is already,
I don't know if it's a cancer, it could be a bacterial infection, but the white
blood cell thing indicates that I'm already somewhat immunocompromised, I guess. But I don't know. It is what it is.
Thanks for all the support and stuff. I really appreciate it.
A couple people have sent me. Sam Moore sent me a really great book about medical billing. That's starting to become a huge concern for me. I'm getting test results back for stuff that I was pretty sure was covered, and I haven't even been to
the hospital yet, and it's already racking up. And people have heard me
before. I would have one less
aircraft carrier, a couple less
bombers.
If we could just all have medical insurance, I don't know.
I'm lucky.
I guess
I have a job. My
job's understanding
to some extent. There's a FMLA thing and all that, but and I'm not rich by any means.
So when I say this, I don't want anybody to take it the
wrong way. But if I was just a little bit poorer or had
a little bit I don't know how I would even.
deal with any of this. I think you just die eventually.
Eventually. It's I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a tragedy. I think it's
Uh, for a community and a culture that claims to be the greatest in the world, I feel like our government
has turned its back on a lot of us when it comes to medical illness.
illness. And of course, it comes for me. I'm retiring in a few years. My fear is that you know this will take my 401k. It'll take everything I got to do this, and it doesn't seem to me the American dream. But I don't want to get too much in that. Trying to keep an upbeat attitude.
Very difficult. I did
Get a big giant whiteboard.
to write all my questions and doctor's appointments on. I know that everybody
Uses their phone for shit like that, but I'm
still kind of old school. I need to
visually see things. It's part of my learning disability. But yeah, that's it. I just went a little.
longer. There's not hardly any jokes in it at all. Um, and
And we'll try and fix that. We're gonna try and
do some kind of adventure this weekend.
so we're not moping around.
There's a run to Wheeler Pass, but the last time I went with that group to Wheeler Pass, they left a couple people up there, which
Not really cool with. I guess it all worked out in the end, but it's not how I was.
taught to do it. So
Maybe I'll just go to Logandale.
do 13-mile loop by myself. There's enough people that drive by there. If something goes wrong, I get some help. Don't know. I need to do something. I've only got a couple more weekends to go out and do things for. I'm going to be sidelined again for a couple months, and
I don't want to. It's a beautiful time of year in Las Vegas right now. This is the time to go out and do stuff. But anyway, that's it for me.
I'll probably post something next week on what those results